Hey guys, Dayln here, and welcome to this video. So this is the 39th day of the World Event Series. Um, I'm actually kind of glad this is almost over. There's about, I think, 3 or 4 more days of this, something like that. Honestly, I'm glad, mostly because, like, yeah, I wish the experience would still be in the game, but, I'm kind of glad for this just to be over with. We get to see what's gonna happen after pretty much Bandos loses, and, I'll be starting a new series after this. I know my channel has basically been spammed with like world event videos, and I've done absolutely nothing else. But I haven't really had inspiration for anything else, honestly. So, but anyways, Arma's leading right now by 25.9. So basically, we got about a 925k lead in one day. So I'm pretty sure that basically is a very large indicator that Bandos just can't win, so we'll see where this goes. I have 16k left to cap. I also am 479k from 93 construction, which I won't be getting, unfortunately, before the world event is over. However, I should be getting probably within 150k or so of that level, so that's gonna be definitely nice. I also got 88 farming yesterday. And 88 herblore, come to think of it. So I'm now, because mostly I got that just to be an 88 plus. So now I'm 88 plus skills. So I only have 5 more levels total to get to 90 plus, and I'm also 7 levels from 2.5k total. So that's also cool. I could get 99 and either fishing or divination and get that. But I don't know. So anyways, that's where I stand in terms of world event, and so I will probably be talking about other random stuff now. As I do. You guys know that I do. I'm gonna I gotta turn this on. Sometimes I forget that I turn it on friends on occasion. Normally it's not on friends. Normally my PM is always on, and typically I'll always reply to people who PM me. There are occasions where I won't, and usually if I don't reply to you, it's because I'm either in the middle of something. Usually it would be like if I was on a PVM trip, or sometimes I have my like friends chat hidden like this. I have it off sometimes. So a lot of times if I don't reply, usually it's because either I'm in a situation where I can't reply to PMs, or my PM's hidden. Usually it's hidden when typically it's hidden when I'm AFKing, which is quite often. Like a lot of times I'll just hide it. I honestly should probably, when I AFK, just turn my PM off, because I usually don't reply. Like, when I'm doing world event stuff, I'm pretty much always AFK, and so I don't usually reply to my PMs when I'm doing that, just because I'm AFK, I'm not paying attention, and sometimes I don't know the timestamp on when someone PM'd me, so a lot of times I'll be like, well, no point in replying now. It's kind of like me in text messaging. I don't ever really text people for many a reason, but a lot of times when people text me, my phone will be on the charger upstairs. I'll go upstairs like a couple hours after they text me, and I'm like, well, there's no point in replying now. But I'm one of those people. I don't really reply very much. I do when I like get the text within, if it's usually within maybe at the max half an hour. Usually I'll reply, but anywhere beyond that I usually don't. Not that anyone really cares, because no one in the game has my number, so. Like, no offense, I just think it's kind of weird. Like, no offense to people who do it, but I think it's kind of weird if you give your number to people for many different reasons. I think that's weird. So I don't really ever give my number to anybody in game. It's weird. I don't do that. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, usually my PM is on all the time, unless, like I said, I'm AFKing, or if I'm PVMing or something. Or usually also if I'm recording, I usually won't reply. Like, sometimes you guys see me get PMs that I don't reply to. I literally cannot, like, carry on a conversation in game and commentate at the same time, because I'll end up reading what I was writing or typing. So I can't, like, multitask like that. Like, I can do everything else. Like, I can do PVM trips on film. I can do, like, pretty much anything else on film. Like, even if it's not AFK work, like, even if I have to be, like, engaged in something, as long as it's not typing or like discussing things, I'll usually be able to do it. So it's just like literally I cannot carry on a conversation in game and like commentate at the same time. I'm not that good at multitasking in that sense. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, PM's almost always on. Friends chat usually always open. I'm usually also almost always in it. There are some occasions where like it doesn't connect to me, and then I'm not, for some stupid reason I don't get reconnected to my friends chat when I get back online. So I'm not in it sometimes, and I forget that I'm not in it. So I do apologize if I'm not in the friends chat. But usually when I'm online, I'm in the friends chat, and a lot of times, sometimes even when I don't have my PM on, I'm in it. So sometimes maybe if you don't see me online, it'll be worth it to check my friends chat, because I'm usually in it. Even when like sometimes my PM's off or on friends only. So anyways, let's see what I do yesterday. I didn't do too much. Well, even this morning I got up really late. I get up at like 1 on the weekends, 1 in the afternoon on the weekend, so I didn't really get up super early this morning. But anyways, I played Smite last night. I didn't really play too much RuneScape. I did a lot of Smite, and I got level 29 last night, which was good. I needed to get that, and so I'm only 1 level from the cap, which is 30. So I'm probably gonna get that hopefully this weekend, just because I do want to cap, like level max before the beta is over, just because I get a Ymir skin with it. I don't really like the Ymir skin that you get, but I figure I might as well get it because it is going to be an exclusive skin once the beta ends. So I kind of want to just get it. I mean, I don't really ever play Ymir, but whatever. But yeah, Smite's fun. Like Smite literally is like one of my favorite games right now. Like it's actually a really well polished game, considering that it's still in beta. Like a lot of people don't really kind of see that it's, or remember sometimes, or even sometimes understand that it's still in an open beta stage. It hasn't officially released yet, so there are obviously subject to be bugs and like stuff and all that. So, it's still technically in a beta. It actually has a really good, I think it's a really good game, especially considering it's in beta. I mean, even if it was, like, technically released, I think it would be a good game. So, yeah. Because they're still releasing gods. We just released one last week, I think. This week? I think Tuesday? Thursday, maybe, actually? The patch was on Thursday, so I think it was last Thursday's patch that they released Geb. It's the new god. Who they finally released a tank. Because actually, they haven't released a tank ever since I started playing. They released everything else but a tank. So, like, they had released Mercury, who's an assassin. They had released, who else? How did they release? Amuzin Cobb, who's an 80 carry. They released Sun Wukong. Well, kind of re-released Sun Wukong, who's a bruiser. They released Nuwa, who's a mage. So tank was the only one left. So they finally released one of those two. Because Athena was the last tank released, I think, and I wasn't playing Smite when they released her. But yeah, Smite is definitely a game I recommend if you are into the MOBA scene. Although, I don't know, if you're kind of into Dota and League, you may not like Smite just because it's not a top-down, click-to-move MOBA. It's a lot more reliant on skill shots, and, like, pretty much the entire game is skill shots. There's no, like, you click your enemy and you automatically attack them. Like, even your auto attacks are skill shots. So, if you're not really good with the whole skill shot threshold thing, Smite may not be for you. Or it's going to take you a lot of practice. Like, you're going to need a bit more practice than someone who's used to landing skill shots. Like, RuneScape obviously isn't a skill shot oriented game at all. It's pretty much all automatic targeting. To be honest, in combat, there's really no skill involved. It's literally like click and button mash. But I mean, I guess there's more skill required, well, quote unquote skill required with EOC than the old combat system. Literally, the old combat system was click and wait, and drink your potions and eat your food. Now obviously it's like you add button mashing to it, but you know, I mean, yeah, button mashing works a lot of times, but there's also kind of some techniques that you use to be more efficient. Like, consider if I'm doing melee or something, like you use slice and then you use a different ability and you go back to slice and then use another ability, because slice only has a 3-second cooldown. So that cooldown usually this skill will almost always be cooled down by the time you've used another ability. So if you're using your ability that has a short cooldown, every other skill you're always going to be landing like ability damage, which will do more damage than your auto attacks. So I'm pretty sure hopefully most people know that, but apparently not. Like, same thing with rack, let's see, and the same thing with piercing shot. They all have 3-second cooldowns, so if you use those skills in between every time you use a skill, you're always going to be having ability damage output, pretty much. So that's something to keep in mind if you didn't know that. I'm pretty sure probably most people did, but that's just something to keep in mind if you're doing combat. Always be cycling through either slice for melee, rack for magic, or piercing shot for range, when you're and keep cycling through that skill and another ability, that skill and another ability, because it's definitely helpful. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, so Smite, and even sometimes, even if you're not in the MOBA scene in terms of Smite, like Smite, League of Legends, Dota, even if you don't like League or Dota, you may enjoy Smite. Smite is kind of a combination between a MOBA and a kind of a first-person shooter in terms of skill shot-based stuff, and then also kind of World of Warcraft style PvP. So it's kind of like a combination of those three genres, all mashed into MOBA. So, I mean, I did not like League. I've never played Dota. I've never played Heroes of New Earth. The only MOBAs I've ever played is Smite and League, and I did not like League. I really love Smite, so, you know, if you've never been into the MOBA, maybe you could be into Smite, because Smite is incredibly fun. So, if anyone ever does join, definitely welcome to add me in game, so you could just, like, send me a PM on RuneScape or YouTube or something. If you guys end up playing it. I don't think anyone who watches my videos has ever ended up playing it, but it is a fun game. It's not really like computer hardware intensive. My crappy computer is able to handle it, so and my computer is literally like almost 5 years old. Like, it's old. So just keep that in mind. My computer is old. I do need to get a new one, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I just don't have the money to get a new computer, but I would love to. Like, ideally what I would like would be to get, 1, a better computer, 2, a second monitor, and then kind of lower priority end, I would also like to get a better keyboard and mouse, but that's not really too high priority. That's just kind of more of a convenience thing to get a better one, because I still use the Dell ones that came with my computer. So, oh yeah, I also would honestly like to get a better webcam, so, because the reason I want to get a better computer and monitor would be the ability to stream better. And my webcam is horrible, and usually when you stream, you expect to see people's webcams. So, you know, like, I would honestly love to optimize my computer for streaming, but that would cost me quite a bit, and I don't have money that I don't have and can't really spare at this point in time. I mean, even if and when I get a job, I don't think I'm going to be able to spare the money for a while, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do much streaming or anything. But I think, honestly, if I'm still video making, once I'm kind of more financially stable, I guess, I would do it. Like, I would continually buy stuff to continue to stream, or at least to make the videos better as well, so, because my computer is not all that amazing. Like, one of the reasons I would like to get a new computer was because so I'll be able to play different games, and so, like, I'll be able to film different games, because my computer, RuneScape is the only game pretty much that I can handle with fraps. Like, I can film Smite with fraps, but it really lags, so it's not really viable, unfortunately. So RuneScape is pretty much the only game that I'm probably gonna be streaming for a while, or not streaming, making videos of for a while. But you know, whatever. I think it's satisfactory. I mean, that's what pretty much everyone's subscribed to me for is RuneScape content. So you know, why mess with a good thing? I guess. So anyways, yeah. Last thing, real quick. My next 99 will probably be either fishing or divination. I haven't decided yet. If I do fishing, it'll be doing C2 fishing, and then I think it's quite obvious what I'll be doing in terms of divination. There's really only one way to train it, so I'll just be progressing through the last 2 spots that I have. So, depending on what skill I end up doing, obviously I'll be making a road to 99, a road to 99 series. With divination, I would do a continuation, so it will be technically, I think, day 19 of the divination series, because I did start that, obviously, when divination first came out, so I think it would be a continuation, or I could just end up calling it the Road to 99 reboot. I don't really know. Depends on, I guess, if I do it next, I would probably just continue it. If I do it after fishing, I'd probably call it the reboot, because there's a 99 in between the last series and the divination. So if I do, I just haven't decided yet. Obviously, if you guys have a preference on what you want to see me do, put it in the comments or PM me or something. Because I definitely will take other people's opinions into consideration when I do it, just because, I mean, I'm gonna have to get these skills anyway for RuneScape. It just kind of depends on what order I get them. So if anyone has any preferences, what they would like to see me get next, definitely put it in the comments. I've also been considering making a guide, that's a road to, or like 1 to 99 skill guide of some skill. I haven't decided what skill it is, mostly because a lot of the skills I have 99 are fairly self-explanatory on how to get 99, or at least I feel they are. I mean, with things like woodcut, or, well, more so like cooking and fire making and fletching, and I've already made an agility guide, although I've been considering remaking it because I made it a long time ago, and my commentary obviously wasn't that good back then. Or rune crafting, even, like, a lot of those skills are really, really linear on how you train them, and like there's really only one efficient way to train it, and everyone knows those efficient ways to train them. So I mean, that's what I would be kind of hesitant to make a guide for them. However, you know, nothing would be really stopping me from doing it. I mean, there's already a million guides out about pretty much every single skill, so I haven't decided yet. If I do one, it would probably be about cooking, wood cutting, fire making, possibly thieving or fletching. I can't really do one on Slayer, obviously, because that's not really... You can't really put 99 Slayer into a guide. You can just basically show people where the masters are and show people optimized gear for different Slayer tasks, but you can't, there's no really like one way to train it. Basically, you go to a Slayer master, you get a task, and you go kill those monsters. Like, that's the way to train Slayer. So, anyways, so yeah, I do have a longer video, uploaded a longer video today, obviously, hopefully to make up for the short one yesterday. So anyways, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. You know, I'm going to continue capping, maybe go play some Smite tonight. I'm not entirely positive what I want to do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.